What a game! Ghana 3, South Korea 2. The Black Stars of Ghana have won their first game of the 2022 World Cup. First of all, before we go any further, yes, I know my audio won't sound great in this video. I don't have my microphone plugged in because I want to get this video out as soon as possible, so I'm not going to edit the video either. It's going to be raw, it's going to be authentic, hopefully beautiful, much like the match we've just watched. As I said, Black Stars of Ghana, you guys impressed me versus Portugal, although you lost that game, but this time around you totally outdid yourselves. I mean, what a game we were looking at. Obviously, by the halftime break, Ghana were up 2-0. For South Korea to come back, make it 2-2, and of course, one of the best footballers in the world, some say that he's better than Neymar Jr., Mohammed Kudus. Once again, what a brilliant performance. As I said, Black Stars of Ghana, you've done Africa very, very proud. I mean, Africa as a whole in round 2 of the World Cup have done an excellent job. Senegal picking up their first win. Morocco picking up a win versus Belgium. Obviously looking at Ghana versus South Korea. Once again, it's a very proud time to be an African football fan. Obviously, once again, before we jump even further into things, don't forget, guys, that if you do like football content, if you especially like Ghana football content, or I guess any football content, please do subscribe down below, as we are on the goal, or here, should I say, on the road to 10,000 subscribers. The sooner we reach that, the better. I would really appreciate it. And as I said, hey, you get more content like this. But as I said, looking at Ghana, I mean, that performance was absolutely exceptional. Mohammed Kudus, as I said, getting 2 goals that game. Looking at Salisu, once again, what a brilliant addition to their defense. To think, at the African Cup of Nations, where he said he wanted to focus on Southampton, as opposed to the national team, so many people looked down upon him. So many people said that they didn't want him in this Black Stars squad. Obviously, only making his debut a few months ago for the senior team. Once again, what a brilliant addition. Already his second goal for Ghana as a centre-back. That's not bad going. I do believe, looking at Ghana, they made some very big changes this time around compared to that game versus Portugal. Obviously, once again, in that first half, they didn't actually see majority of the ball, although they definitely dominated the scoreline. But I do think in terms of some changes that were made, I think definitely Mensah and Lamptey being the 2 fullbacks in the game, I think is definitely the best way forward. I mean, I had that thought heading into the World Cup, but this time it proved very, very vital. I think on the set pieces, that is totally where Ghana did win this game. I mean, in general, there were a lot of set piece goals in this game. But once again, those are the little things that you practice in training, and those are the things that Ghana got right. Yes, I do know that there's still a lot of things Ghana have to work on. Once again, Inaki Williams, although he has his moments up front, I still want to see a tiny bit more from him. Once again, in terms of that midfield, Thomas Partey definitely did his job. As I said, defensively, I mean, Amate, absolutely underrated legend. As we know, the Leicester City centre-back, right-back, defensive midfielder, wherever you need him to play. I mean, do you want him to fulfill that role of your dad who left 10 years ago? He can do it. He can do absolutely everything. Once again, this Black Stars of Ghana team, there's just something so special about them. And the fact that they've got so many new, brilliant young players in the squad who can play for another 5, 6, 7 years, it is super, super special. I mean, 5 goals already for Ghana in their 2 World Cup games. I mean, that's something to be tremendously proud of themselves. Yes, I know they haven't necessarily been keeping the clean sheets. They've conceded quite a few goals. But at the end of the day, they can be very, very proud of themselves. On to the next game, which is versus Uruguay. And if they want to make it through to the next stage of the competition, they need to get at least a draw here, which versus this Uruguay national team. Once again, I'm recording this before Uruguay-Portugal. That game's only going to be played in an hour or 2 from the time this is recorded. Once again, I think a result could be had versus Uruguay, especially looking at Uruguay's performance versus South Korea. Once again, it's the beauty of the World Cup. It's the beauty of football. It's the beauty of African football as well. The fact that absolutely anything can happen. But as I said, Black Stars of Ghana, you've done me so, so proud. I mean, this is not the same team that got knocked out the African Cup of Nations by the Comoros Islands. This is a fully built new team. Once again, it's got so many other places to go. And I think this World Cup, they're going to show that to everyone. I mean, I know I'm sidetracking a tiny bit from the World Cup now, but to think there are even players who could still join this national team for future competitions. The fact that you've got talks about players like Hudson-Odoi, Eddie Ketia, all those brilliant young players. Once again, I know I'm getting a tiny bit sidetracked, but the possibility of this Ghanaian national team, they've just got so many places they could go to. Obviously, I think the manager's done an absolutely brilliant job with this national team. I think the team as a whole played very, very well. Once again, maybe defensively, yes, they do put their bodies on the line, but they conceded a few too many shots for my liking, which, once again, although you concede those shots versus South Korea, that's fine. You can get away with it. Doing it in your next match versus Darwin Núñez versus Luis Suarez, Edinson Cavani, Valverde, once again, it might not slide. So I do believe Ghana have to work on those problems, but the way that they improved from their last game versus Portugal, once again, we could see something special. I mean, they could have gotten a draw in their first game versus Portugal. As you know, there was that dodgy penalty decision. So, I mean, Ghana could have had 4 points at this stage. Once again, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Unfortunately, they don't have those points. So it's up to Uruguay for them to get those points. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of this Ghanaian national team? The Black Stars of Ghana. How far do you think they'll make it in this competition? Has this game proven to you that they really are in it to win it? Once again, I think Ziggy's been an absolutely brilliant goalkeeper. He had some phenomenal moments in that game. To think that heading into this competition, he was, well, at least in my opinion, the third choice goalkeeper. Under Jojo Wallacott, under Richard Afori. I mean, I didn't really look at Ziggy that much, but this tournament he's really proven a point. The defense of this team has definitely proven a point. The midfield, once again, absolutely bosses things. And in terms of attack, yes, although not all the attackers are scoring goals, once again, there's just something so lethal about them. Guys, I hope that you did enjoy this video. As I said, please do subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, it does help the channel out. It does mean that you get to see more of my stuff in the future, along with liking it. As I said, African football fan, I'm so excited. And until next time, this has been Finn, FYNN. I'll see you all very soon, meaning tomorrow. Cheers, have a good one.